Yo, what's up, TI family? Jonathan E. Triumphant is in the house. How are you? I love you. I get one more opportunity to say that, and I mean it. I mean it. Yeah. So I was thinking, us TIs have it hard sometimes. So I'm not having a pity party. Don't get me wrong. I'm good, you know. But I understand your pain, and I understand your suffering if you're going through this. And if you're like me, you probably knocked on a lot of doors. You probably told your story to a lot of people, maybe online, maybe offline, but you probably tried, you know, you probably tried hard. And if you were like me, maybe some of those people, maybe quite a few of them were receptive, but no lasting change came, you know. So maybe they didn't rise up and help you in the way they thought, or you thought they would have, or they were compromised, or they chose to believe smear campaigns, or they were afraid. They knew you were telling the truth, but they were just out and out afraid. They knew this thing was bigger than them, and they didn't know what to do, you know. It's a tough thing. You're up against something that's really hard. You're engaged in a fiery, fiery trial. And I want to tell you something. I got really good news for you. I've been reading First Samuel, and basically, the nation of Israel didn't have a king because God was their king. And he'd done miracle after miracle after miracle for them. They were like me. They'd muck up and get into trouble and they'd leave themselves open to the enemy, right? And many of you can identify. It seems like that's how it is, in your Christian walk. You go for a bit, you fall, you get up. If you're being real and right, you know that that's the way it is, right? And through it, God shapes you each time. He picks you up and He grows you. And you learn and you adapt and you change and you become more like Christ in the process. And it's a painful process. Suffering brings change. Suffering changes character. And so here the nation of Israel were. And they wanted to be just like everyone else. They wanted an earthly king. And God was mad. He was pissed off. And he said, no, you know, I'll do it, but wow, you guys are being stupid. I'm your king. And how can you do any better than having God to be your king? He shaped the universe. He rises up kings himself and sets them down, right? I mean, we can't escape his will. No matter where we go, he's there. You know, he can see around corners. Heck, he can see for 10 billion miles. Wrestling against God is futile, totally futile. So, yeah, God was their king. And they didn't want that. So, said, okay. So what did God do? This is great. If you don't think God has a sense of humor, he sure does. Well, God went out and he got a guy that took care of asses. He wasn't doing a really great job of it. Saul had lost a few, but he was everything they thought someone should be. He was tall and handsome and ready and looked like the kind of leader they wanted. And God knew the heart. Man looks at the outward appearance. God looks at the heart. He also knows the desires of the heart. So he said, okay, fine, I'll give you exactly what you want. So he went out and got Saul. And if you know the story, it didn't go well. It did for a little bit. God was gracious and the Holy Spirit came over Saul, and he was prophesying with the prophets, and things were really gelling, but he was slipping. He was slipping. It didn't take him long. Yeah. Want some uncontrolled opposition? It's really uncontrolled. It's up there. You know what? If you're on your own, you're in a great place because you're with God. That means He's with you. He's navigating. He's in control. He's your king. When everyone on earth fails you, God won't. He will never leave you. He will never forsake you. And I can testify. I can look at the Bible, and I know that's true. And I know those miracles are true. I believe that the Bible is literally the Word of God. Okay? I don't believe that the stories are fables and myths. I believe every word of it to be true. And I stand on it, and I'm okay with that. I'm already a TI, I don't care what happens to me. I'm all in, I'm all in, I want to be like Jesus. I want to live, I want to do right. I want to be like Jesus. And I don't want to compromise, And so let the chips fall, right? God's with me. He's for me. And you know what? If you make that kind of commitment, He'll honor that. He will, And I mean, the grand prize is heaven, right? And so what do you have to lose? What do you have to lose? So I just wanted to tell you, God is with you. Yeah. All right. Not eloquent, not the deepest, little thing in the world, but, I don't know what to call it, a sermon, a pep talk, I don't know, a message to friends. But yeah, thank you. For all who support the channel, thank you. It is what it is, right? I see a lot of stuff, goes on with my YouTube. It's kind of fun, and they try to draw a narrative. It's actually hilarious. I'd get into it more, but why bother? God's in control, So, yeah, maybe I make another video. Maybe I don't. I don't know. Just know I love you. And you were never alone. I was always with you. I was praying for you. I pray for a lot of people that come on this site. The good ones, the bad ones. But in the end, we all need Jesus. We all need healing, right? Hurting people hurt people, and it's got to stop. No matter who you are, you're not helping yourself if you're engaged in this. This isn't the way to change the world. This is a bad way. It's only doing everyone harm. So think about it. Think about faith, hope, love. There's a better way. Yeah. So remember that guy who used to, I don't know if anyone ever saw this, he used to like dance around in his underpants on the side of stores, beating a drum, going, love is the answer, love is the answer, Makes a lot of sense. Love is the answer, I can't believe how people keep trying to bait me into things, and put their prejudices all over me, I mean, you know what? Like, I believe what I believe, and this channel is an open channel. And if you want to come here and you want to listen to what I have to say, hey, that's awesome. God bless you. But I'm not out going around to other channels trying to refute them and argue with them and stuff. And, I try to share the truth of what's going on with me and stuff, But I respect other people. I do, I see a lot of integrity in a lot of people doing a lot of different things, I personally believe that Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life. So if I believe that and I didn't share it with you, what kind of love would I have? Think about it, and I really believe that, you know, but I respect your choice. I respect your decision, you know, so please respect mine, you know, and if you can't, well, it is what it is, I'll make do. I'll find a way, you know, and so know that, you know, so know that. All right. Okay. I guess I don't have anything else to say. I've said it all, I just keep trying, as I keep thinking on things and stuff. It's like this is like a video documentation of my life, and as I'm learning and growing, I'm trying to share, and yeah, and that's it. In hopes, and my desperate hope is that some of you find Jesus, and my desperate hope is that those of you who have Jesus and are suffering get encouraged, and I desperately pray that God would speak through me somehow to you and provide some little bit of healing or hope or restoration or just something, something. I want you to come away from these videos with something. So, yeah. Okay. Go out there and change the world. Make it beautiful again. Will you? Will you do that? Can you just let it go? You know? I mean, my goodness, we all need to change. We're all changing, you know? Can't we accept each other, all of us, for our differences? And I really mean that. I respect people that don't believe in God. I respect their choices. My God respects their choices. If you wage against me a war, I got to pray for you. I got to document things. I got to make sure that you're not committing crimes against me, and I will. I'm not a victim. I'm a Christian, you know. But I'm not doing that to any of you, and I have no desire to, you know? So, I don't know. I would love to see great things happen in this world. I would love to see great things happen in this city, you know? I really would. Be nice. So, I don't know. What a great day that would be, If we could just get rid of all the hate and stuff and let go of the past. I made mistakes. I was full of hate in the past at different times. I was ignorant, I made mistakes. Yeah. So it is what it is, right? So I don't know. But all the lies and stuff too, well, whatever. Y'all, that'll all come out in the light. It will. I'm confident of that. No matter what happens to me, the truth will eventually get brought into the light. You'll see, you know. Y'all was played like a violin. Yeah. Okay. So go and grow. Go and grow. So, and those of you who are free, savor every minute if you can. Would you travel? Would you enjoy? Would you watch sunsets? I used to love to wriggle my toes into the sand at the ocean. Just that coarse, grainy sand on Mystic Beach. That was great. Those were great days. Watching the solstice, beluga whales, bald eagles swarming down, Asher sunset over the sky, fire burning, guitars playing. Those were good days. Those were good days. Yeah. All right. Here's the better days. Take care, friend.